The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains. On your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, S&S Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening and welcome to Tecumseh, Kansas. John Rochcombe alongside Dylan Funk bringing you another installment of Chieftains basketball. This time we head west on I-70 to a suburb of Topeka. Bringing you a matchup between the Shawnee Heights Thunderbirds and your Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains. Again, great facility here. Again, as Tonganoxie gets ready to rebuild theirs, there's a lot of things that we're going to kind of put on our wish list of things to take home to Cody and the crew.
Absolutely. If you gentlemen are watching tonight as we're getting ready to come into the live shot here to see this facility, and I'll kind of show it off too once my partner fires it up here. Yep. I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful in here. Go ahead, partner.
Yeah, this is I've been in a lot of gymnasiums over my past 15 years in athletics, and this rivals a lot of the college gyms that I've been in, and in a good way. Again, it's this is one of those things that the folks in the Shawnee Heights School Board, USD 450, applause to them for again planning for a facility that has the ability to host bigger events. Again, we see the bleachers on the far side, nice little branding element there. As we look at both of the end standards, full college shot clocks, game clock, shot clock up there. As we hit the buzzer, you'll see the LED lights around the backboards light up. Obviously with the Daktronics setup, and again, we're going to be spoiled going anywhere else for a camera shot. We're sitting here, we've got we're up in the crow's nest, facing the benches, and we're literally dead level with the center scoreboard. And I almost put the camera on the bench, but I think now we're going to actually put it on a tripod. So, again, gorgeous facility.
Absolutely.
I can't say enough about it. And the thing that really strikes me is, if we can pan down to the opposite end, the U-shape, because you'll notice at the bottom of those bleachers, they're stacked in, and the same thing on the far side. Once we get past this COVID thing, you don't have to worry about social distancing and all that stuff. This gym could be packed, easily holding 4,000 or 5,000 people.
Yeah. And
because it's so low and intimate, it could be an devastatingly intimidating place to play.
Exactly.
And it's big enough for 4 volleyball courts side to side, 3 full basketball courts. Again, definitely, guys, take a look at that. But enough of us drooling over the facilities. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back for an in-depth look at how these teams got here and the starting lineups. Right after this, you're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at White Birch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives. At Whitebirch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451. Tonight's contest features a couple of teams similar-ish in records. Shawnee Heights coming in with a 2-6 record. Tonganoxie with a 4-7 mark again after taking that kind of tough loss on Friday night. But looking at the rosters and the depth, you kind of have to give Tonganoxie the edge here with a little bit more depth in the roster. Again, that was one of the things we saw that the Lady Chieftains struggled with on Friday against a very, very deep.
It was 3 rows deep. The Gardner Edgerton ladies team,
literally. But again, tonight looks like a little bit more matchup. So we've been watching the warm-ups here. Again, Lady Chieftains looking like the matchup pretty good with the T-Birds. And it'll be interesting to see how Coach Loomis sets his squad up for success tonight. One of the things that I will be interested to see is whether Ashton Barnes is going to make an appearance tonight. Obviously, as we talked about on Friday night, she left the game in the second quarter after a rough collision on a rebound. She got a broken nose. But again, one of the things that those are incredibly painful, having had one, and it's not a horrible thing to you don't necessarily have to try and play through it, but it'd be
Yeah, I mean, definitely back in the day, they might set it for you in the locker room and say, all right, go back in, you're good. But yeah, definitely these days are want to put it back in place, say no, you're going to stay in here in the locker room. And like we said, we should probably see her. I don't want to make any estimations, but I will make good money next time we do see Ashton Barnes on the court. She will kind of have. It might look a little bit funny, but it's kind of, you see it in the NBA all the time when players, they get kind of those hairline fractures on their face or broken noses. They kind of have this plastic mask that they wear, and I'm sure she will probably have something like that too. But we're definitely looking forward to her coming back. Wish her, she's been doing very well since last time we saw her on Friday. And hopefully she'll be back. But kind of like you said, John, I'll get my point in real quick. You talked about see if she'll make an appearance tonight. I haven't seen her, so I'm going to assume no. So what I'm interested in seeing is that who's going to kind of step up in her place. My money's going to be on Hattie Baldock. I think she's going to step in to the starting lineup tonight. She's been kind of the best sixth lady off the court, and I think tonight she really gets her shot to show herself.
Absolutely.
Did we just
We'll turn over to our PA announcer. We've kind of got a.
Welcome to Shawnee Heights High School, the home of your Lady Thunderbirds. This time we'd like to welcome our guests, the Lady Chieftains from Tonganoxie High School. Now for our starting lineups. First for the Lady Chieftains, a 5'8" junior, number 2, Hattie Baldock. A 5'6" junior, number 5, Emma Sunderland. A 5'5" junior, number 20, Reagan Seba. A 5'3" junior, number 21, Brooklyn Lang. And a 5'6" junior, number 24, Cheyenne Aaron. Correction, 13, Morgan Brisbane.
Okay, I was like, whoa. I know it's probably
I must have wrong. My apologies. And for your Lady Thunderbirds, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Riley Showalter. A 5'8" senior number 4, Tatum Brown. A 5'9" senior number 5, Addison Burkhart. A 5'5" freshman number 10, Breezy Kennedy. And a 6'3" junior number 45, Zoe Olsco. Head coach of the Lady Chieftains, Mitch Loomis. The head coach of your Lady Thunderbirds, Bob Wells. Our officials for tonight's contest, Trey Meyer, Alex Moyer, and Chad McFarland.
Don't say I didn't call it,
I
John.
was going to say, yeah, great call there by my partner Dylan Funk. Again, as we saw, we heard on the PA announcer, Hattie Baldock stepping in for Morgan Bruceman, or for Ashton Barnes, and Morgan Bruceman getting a bit of a shock as she almost got swapped out for
Brooklyn Lang.
But obviously the PA announcer caught himself.
But don't worry, I'm sure Brooklyn Lang will see her fair share of time tonight too, as she's been another one of those kind of first options right off the bench, helping step up for Coach Loomis.
And it's one of those things, as a PA announcer, I have made that same mistake too many times to count, so I'm not going to give the gentleman across the way too much grief. And fortunately for the Lady Chieftains, a early turnover.
Not like back-to-back turnovers to start a game off.
Unfortunately, the tie-up will stay with the Thunderbirds here. Inbound. Kennedy out front. Shot from Showalter Strong, and
Say, partner, I don't think you and I are used to being up this high. We're
I
used
know,
to kind of being right there and seeing the numbers. I think you need those goggles.
I was just, yeah, it's one of the things I'm kind of regretting not having those binoculars that I had, and for football, because that would be a huge help as we're about football distance from the court, and then baby blue numbers on white jerseys covered by ponytails, not a good recipe for success. Right side to Burgard out top. Comes right side to Osco. Seba gets in the way of that pass to knock it loose. Inbounds to Burkhart. Taking on Sunderland. Fires picked off sort of. Up top to Kennedy. Out to Osco. Osco finds Burkhart in the lane. She'll draw the contact.
Personal foul number 24, Cheyenne Aaron.
Cheyenne Aaron whistle foul, her first, team's first.
Addison Burkhart.
Burkhart to line shooting 1. Good, and inbound Aaron fires over to Bruceman. Back to Lang. Dribbles through traffic and drives. Almost finds the wide open end of Sunderland, but good flashing collapse defense by Burkhart. Over top Seba out to Sunderland. Looks to Aaron, fires. Bruceman puts the ball, drives out, kicks.
Good ball
around the
movement.
corner to Seba, just off the mark, and Burkhart comes away with it.
Yeah, not much more Coach Loomis could have asked out of that possession.
Yeah, just again, great shot, just a little bit offline. Osco inside, out to Kennedy, her three-pointer off the mark, and Seba's going to corral it, and there's going to be a
Personal foul,
Foul
Taylor
whistle.
Brown, her first, team first, and in the game for the Lady T-Birds, Taylor Hawkins.
Hawkins checking in, and foul whistled on Brown, her first, team's first. So fires around to Seba in the corner. Nice pass in the lane. Shot blocked.
Thunderbirds are definitely going to make the Lady Chieftains work for it. Not going to allow any points down inside in the paint.
Absolutely. And then the kick out pass by Seba tipped out. Again, Burgart showing a lot of pace. She's come on the collapse defense on a couple of different occasions and knocked the ball away. Baldock swings around to Seba, back out top to Baldock. Left side to Sunderland. Brisbane and balls forced to pass through and picked off by Kennedy.
Come on, Riley Showalter.
Showalter with the basket there for Shawnee Heights.
No.
And another turnover by the Lady Chieftains as the pass an easy bucket for Kennedy.
I got to make a couple more smarter passes here.
Yeah. And as we've seen all year, Shawnee Heights has come out in the solid press and definitely forcing Tonganoxie into a lot of early turnovers. Kind of a little bit uncharacteristic to see this early, but Burkhardt across the timeline for, and Chieftains with a turnover there as Sunderland picks the pocket of Burkhardt.
Yeah, there's Brooklyn Lang down there on the wing.
Yeah. Brooklyn checked in for Cheyenne Aaron at the last stoppage. Nice entry pass through traffic. Baldock's layup a little bit strong. Shawnee Heights in transition. Showalter pulls up, kicks out to Kennedy, fires left side to Hawkins. No good. Rebound by the T-Birds. Picked another three-pointer off the mark, and we're going to have a
foul call. Should be on Kennedy on that one.
Her first, second of the team on the half, and
name for the Lady Chieftains, Emily Crowley and Kylie Ricker. For the Lady Thunderbirds, Taylor Roddick.
Emily Crowley and Kylie Ricker checking in for Tonganoxie. So and ball up top to Rickard, drives into traffic, kicks to Crowley. She puts it on the ground, drives, puts it up off the glass, no good. And great shot by Crowley.
Yeah, definitely. I like the aggressiveness there, driving in, try to take it yourself.
Wide kick by the Thunderbirds. Fortunate not to be turned over. Rottinghouse with it, kicks to Hawkins. Rottinghouse with it again, drives baseline. Her shot blocked. Rickard. Again, trying to keep track of the stats and with the. It's one of the things. If we were at Tongi, I could do it. If since we're up here having to squint at the numbers, change focus now. We're gonna get back to the important part. Burkhardt bringing across the timeline for Shawnee Heights. Rottinghouse with it, looking for options. Shouted by Baldock. Three-pointer off the mark and collected by Baldock.
Good job.
Burkhardt's three-pointer is too strong, and Lang fires to Rickard. Baldock. And Coach Lim is going to call a timeout. Looks like a full one. We'll take that with him.
It is a full timeout.
You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome back to Shawnee Heights High School. John Roshko alongside Dylan Funk. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600.
And I believe, partner, when I was in high school, I read somewhere there was a list. Somebody actually looked up all of the quirky town names in Kansas, and Tonganoxie was in the top 10 of hardest to pronounce. So it's not just you.
It's one thing, and it's the machine hiccup causes the physical hiccup, and I've only said it probably 1,000 times. So anyway,
I've said it
ball
probably
back
about a million.
into Brusvin, and Brusvin trying to force the pass, but not able to get through Burghardt. And fortunate for Fleischer that she wasn't whistled for the travel there.
You're lucky this wasn't the Wellsville gym, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Burghardt drives by and defense lays it up. The Chieftains looking for a spark. Brusvin gets through traffic, but lay up a little bit too soft. Far side, Hawkins with the ball, drives in the lane, through traffic, off the glass and in.
Lady Chieftains definitely looking for something here. We're just under 2 minutes left, from being shut out in the first quarter.
Yeah, you've got to find some sort of spark there. Baldock kicks to Crowley. Brusvin back to Crowley. Crowley drives the elbow. Kick up past tip, but Rickard able to recover. Baldock to Lang, left side, finds Brusvin in the corner, back to almost to Brooklyn Lang, but Roddinghouse on the move, and Sunderland and Seba checking back in for the Lady Chieftains, and a full line change for Shawnee Heights. Looks like I'm gonna say I think Showalter's the no, take it back. Roddinghouse the only one or Burkhardt the only one on the court from the previous 5. Everybody else is off. Seba, she's gonna get called for the foul. Her first half second of the team for second of the half for the team. Oh yeah.
We'll get through this together.
We'll get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Kennedy across the timeline. Comes to Brown. Seba almost picks off. Back out to Brown. Left side to Showalter. Collects her pass attempt. Is able to hang on to it. To Burkhardt. Drives. Almost picked by Sunderland, but Burkhardt through traffic. Too strong. Seba comes away with it and finds Sunderland in transition. And when things aren't going your way, they just aren't going your way. Sunderland not able to find the basket there. Showalter, correction, in transition for the Thunderbirds.
Just to put salt in the wound down on the other end.
Absolutely. That's, Rickard thought about it. Seba drives just inside the elbow. Rattles one home. And Chieftains are on the board here with just about 10 seconds to go. Keeper's holding for the last shot. Burghardt with it. Top to Osco. Comes left side to Brown. Her three-pointer good. All right.
Couldn't draw it up any better.
And after the first quarter play, Tonganoxie trails Shawnee Heights 16-2. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate.
Welcome back to Tecumseh, Kansas. John Rushkel alongside Dylan Funk. Lady Chieftains with the ball to start the second quarter. In a sizable hole, looking to dig out. Starting lineups for both squads back in tonight. Reagan Seba driving under the basket and able to go up and draw contact on Hawkins. You know, again, quite frankly, little chance of that shot getting up, but again, great awareness by Seba to make sure she's going straight up and into the outstretched hands of Hawkins.
Yeah, worst case, draw the contact and go to the line and earn them.
That's it. And unfortunately, she misses both of those as the shooting woes continue for Tonganoxie, and Showalter on the fast break.
Basketball Riley, Showalter.
Stretches the lead back to 16. See what steps into double team, is able to find Sunderland to get out of it, and Burkhart streaking behind, gets whistled for the foul. Fourth of the half. See with the fires to Brucevan. Back to Sunderland. And Brucevan from the elbow drives. Her jumper from the free throw line falls.
Morgan Brucevan.
Brucevan with the basket. Burkhart with it to Kennedy. Kennedy to Hawkins. Fires out to Burkhart. Her three-pointer off the mark. Seba comes away with the rebound. Seba coming into the double team, but is able to dribble through. Kicks to Sunderland. Float a little bit too strong. Ball lock right there to clean up. Seba from the elbow. And just a little bit too strong. And then.
It might be getting back.
Woo!
Never mind. Good hustle there.
Great hustle by Tatum Brown to plant the foot and then jump for it. And Hattie Baldock going to get whistled for the foul as she gets just enough of the hand on the flyby. Ridinghouse checking in for Shawnee Heights. Burgott headed to the bench. And Sunderland, I'm not sure why there wasn't a contact there, as Hawkins did a little stiff arm to keep Sunderland from grabbing the ball, and Brown out to Kennedy, back to Hawkins. That one's a clean pick as Seba right in line, and there's the foul whistle against Hawkins.
Personal foul on Taylor Hawkins, that's her second, team
Fifth of the half for Shawnee Heights.
The game for the Lady T-Birds, Abby Fleischer.
Abby Fleischer checking in for Shawnee Heights. Hawkins headed to the bench, 2 fouls. See with the ball shadowed by Kennedy. Aaron Brucevan kicks out to Sunderland. Aaron thinks about the three, but drives into traffic, kicks. Comes far side to Seba. Again, kind of waiting to see if there was going to be contact called.
Good take.
Nice take from Reagan Seba. She floats it up off the glass and in.
If she was driving, she could have kicked it out to Bruceman, and she would have had a wide open look, but a great take there by Seba, banking it in at the end.
Ridinghouse finds Brown. Left side to Fleischer. Fleischer finds a flashing Kennedy.
Good.
Nice
Good
block. Baldock with the brick wall.
Baldock with the ball block.
No, nice. I'm going to say,
Bang.
and to the other option, again, Baldock, as you may remember from the volleyball squad, that would be a roof block in the other net sport that Baldock plays. And
with her playing volleyball and basketball, at least as long as I've known her through high school, she's been playing. I wonder how many times she started net. Both of those, probably in her lifetime.
I was going to say probably more than she cares to count. Bruceman hits the first of the free throws. Yeah, as we digress, the Chieftains come down in transition. Fast break. Second one off the mark and almost out of bounds, but Burgard able to chase it down. Foul whistle on Abby Fleischer. Again, great hustle work from the Lady Chieftains there, but a little bit too much contact down the bottom. And Baldock's going to get whistle for her second.
Game for the Lady Chieftains, number 21 Brooklyn Lion for the Lady T-Birds, Zoe Oshko.
And Baldock will head to the bench with 2 fouls. Lang will check in. Spell the junior. Rottinghouse drives. Suddenly gets just enough of a touch on that ball to knock it off line. Lang comes away with it across the timeline, fires to Aaron in the right corner. Cross court to Seba.
There you go.
And Bruce will be headed to the line for the bonus.
There's a foul on Zoe Oshko, her first, team 6th or 7th.
Zoe Oshko
Line shooting 1-1.
at the whistle for the foul, her first, 7th of the half. The Chieftains be in the bonus for the final 4 minutes, 41 seconds. And Bruceman makes the
for the Lady T-Birds, Riley Showalter.
knocks on the first one. Second one a little strong, rebounded by Oshko. Burkhardt across the timeline, guarded by Seba, fires to Kennedy in the lane.
Pass.
And nice pass back to Burkhardt from Kennedy, and easy bucket for Shawnee Heights. Lang able to corral the pass slightly in front of her from Seba, or correction, Aaron. And yeah, I definitely need those glasses. And
Note to self.
next time we come back here, again, next year, if we're here, we'll just remember to bring that. Sunderland with the ball, drives into traffic, tries to find Bruceman, but her force, I don't think Bruceman was expecting it, and ball's turned over, and Aaron with the sportsman-like move as they get their legs tangled, but
and helping her up anyways.
And again, Aaron comes away with the rebound, but it should have been a dead ball by rules. It goes up and over the backboard, but hey, what? The only reason I know that is because we've had it called 3 times this season. Aaron for 3, in and out off the front, and nice pestering defense by Sunderland, almost forcing a turnover. Burkhardt brings it up the court. Still shadowed by Sunderland. Looking for traffic, kicks left side to Brown. Oshko back out to the free throw line. Showalter around the horn, back out to Brown. Oshko looking for options. To Kennedy, she drives, cuts back.
That's goodbye, Greasy, Kennedy.
Got an official timeout to allow the substitutions to come in.
I was looking around. I was like, I didn't see a foul. Nothing. What's the whistle for?
Yeah, because I originally saw the officials left hand out, but I was like, no, normally you signal that's the left hand goes on the back of the head, and the right is the one that does the charge. But swing around to Crowley, and Crowley's entry pass. Tough. Seba almost gets the tie up, but manages to turn loose of it just enough to have the ball bounce out off of a Shawnee Heights player. Curley looking for options on the inbound. Comes to Seba. Entry pass to Bruceman.
There you
Up
go.
and in. Nice work by Morgan Bruceman there to shake off some of the early shooting woes and bury that one in the block.
And the past couple games, she's been a huge part of the Lady Chieftains offense. Definitely need her to get a spark going.
Fleischer's shot draws nothing but baseline. Siba with the ball coming up the court, fires to Crowley. Bruce back to Siba. Holding it, she's guarded close. Double team falls and then triple team and tie up. Ball will turn over. Not that it wasn't going to anyway, but again, the Chieftains will definitely at least take the benefit of having the possession arrow in their favor now.
Right.
Burkhardt across the timeline. Over to Showalter. She drives to the lane and nice pick by Brooklyn Lang. A little stutter step and goes up, draws contact. Fleischer's going to be whistled for the foul. Her second, 8th of the half.
Personal foul on Abby Fleischer. That's her second. Team 8. Line shooting 2.
Brooklyn Lang at the line, shooting a pair. First one in.
Good game for Lady T-Birds. Tatum Brown and Breezy Kennedy.
Tatum Brown and Breezy Kennedy checking back in for Shawnee Heights. Brooklyn Lang. This ball put up her second. And second one, nothing but net there. Burgard kicks back to Kennedy to bring her across the timeline. Fires to Brown. And Brown's pass picked up by Sunderland, and Sunderland wisely waits for the and great strip there by Tatum Brown. She is able to pick the pocket of Morgan Bruceman, and she's going on the block, and Burkhart turns it right back over in traffic as she shuffles her feet as she makes the turn. And great awareness there by Emma Sunderland to realize that she doesn't have a clean handle on it. Back out, wait for the help, and there's unfortunately Bruceman gets the ball stripped, but no damage as the turnover happens on the opposite end. Lang with it. To Crowley. Up top to Sunderland, around to Bruceman. Bruceman finds Crowley in the lane. Out top to Lang. Ball's swatted away, and nice work there with the little crow hop by Brown.
Right before going out of bounds, just spiking it off of Seba's leg.
And then just realizing that Brooklyn Seba's right there for the pick in, and Seba, we see Seba saw it and tried to draw the leg back, but not fast enough, and nice pick by Crowley there as the soft pass comes cross court. Lang to Crowley.
There you go.
Back out top. Brisbane Sunderland swings to Seba.
Nice shot.
Too long on that one. Brown hands to Kennedy. Shot up court by Crowley. Finds Showalter in the lane. And Chieftains, I think, will be fortunate not to have a basket there. And then great strip by Sunderland as Brown was going up. And turnabout is from the play down the opposite end where Brown was the one doing the stripping on. Okay, I realized that was a really bad word choice there. Sorry, folks. Okay, my apologies to anyone doing the taking away on that. Anyway, we're gonna.
We know what you meant, partner.
The first rule of when you're in a hole, stop digging. At the half, Tonganoxie's narrowed the deficit to 10, 22-12. You're watching Chieftains basketball presented by Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie, like hunter education courses, short sports, 4 and under instructional soccer, and so much more. Registration is open for spring soccer from 5th. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
Community-minded, community-strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. A small-town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community-minded, community-strong. Community National Bank is a small-town bank with big-time capabilities. For a full range of banking services, visit Community National at 231 North Main Street or online at communitynationalbank.net. As we watch the boys warm up, again tonight, getting ready for the rematch as the second half of our doubleheader tonight. Again, great recovery by Tonganoxie, again, to kind of shake off that first quarter a little bit and, limit Shawnee Heights to just 6 points in that second quarter, cutting an ugly deficit down to manageable. Again, great work, just kind of, like I said, shaking off the early funk and finding the brackets, finding the range on the basket as, Bruceman picked up a couple of baskets down there, and ladies taking care of business from the free throw line. Lang 2 for 2, Bruceman 2 for 4, but again making the most of her opportunities. As one of the things we've seen all season with the Lady Chieftains, kind of a recurring theme a little bit is making sure to take care of the basketball off turnovers and limit the turnovers. And again, hopefully Coach Loomis will get his squad to kind of talk to them a little bit about half, kind of limit that. They did a little bit better job of that in the second quarter. So again, anything else you can see from the first half?
The first quarter, it was definitely rough, and compared to the second quarter, it was a huge step forward. You scored 10 more points, and you held the Thunderbirds, from scoring 12 points in the first quarter to half of that in the second. So definitely getting it done on the defensive end. As we saw there at the end, they were coming away with a bunch of steals, just not able to capitalize on all of them down on the offensive end. That's just kind of the one thing. If I'm Coach Loomis, I really want to work on. But I'll also give credit to the Lady Thunderbirds defense. I mean, they've just been on lockdown so far, not allowing anything on the inside. We've seen it so many times when the Lady Chieftains try to get it in down inside to Baldock, Bruceman, or if Seba, somebody's driving. I mean, it just instantly, the defense collapse, and when they try to kick it out, there's somebody that's always a step ahead and trying to pokes the ball away, gets away with the steal. So it's just got to be a little more, kind of clean up the mental mistakes on the offensive end and get the ball movement going a little bit smoother. And they seem to crack the code in the second quarter. Just need to keep building on it for the second half.
Absolutely. Again, one of the things you talk about the defense crashing, and again, not the full complement of Heights not listed on the roster that we got for Shawnee Heights, but again, as you look down there, a lot of brick walls as the Lady Chieftains look to kick out. So again, you just got to see how they are able to kind of handle that and find a solution for it in the second half. All right, we will take another break and be back with second half of action. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
Wizard of Paws, located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpaws.com. Grooming.com.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at White Birch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
And thanks to the support from our sponsors, Tonganoxie Sports Live is proud to provide tonight's coverage of Chieftain Athletics and all of our broadcasts this season free of charge. If you enjoy our broadcast and want to show your support, you can go to www.tonganoxiesportslive.com/donate and make a contribution. Thanks to our sponsors, fans, coaches, administrators, and student athletes. And make sure you're following us on Facebook and Twitter and never miss a broadcast by clicking that subscribe button at youtube.com/Tonganoxie Sports Live. As we watch the squads return to the court for the second half of play, I also want to talk about a great service that we're offering. We partnered with Easy Relic for an instant highlight service. If you want a clip of the latest big play, text THS to 816-406-0051. We partner with Easy Relic to give you guys a chance to capture every moment of every game. Get every highlight sent right to your phone by texting THS to 816-406-0051. It's free, and it takes literally 20 seconds.
Yeah,
you text the code to that number, and it literally, the link pops back in 20 seconds, and you go to your browser, and it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Take a picture of it, write it down, save it in your contact books, because it is definitely one of those things that I wish that my parents could have had at least when I was in high school, because this is definitely one of the coolest things that I've really ever seen at the high school level, and I'm proud that all of us here at Harris Media Services have this partnership with Easy Relic.
And again, not to if you're watching on your phone, and if you're watching on your computer and don't want to get out your phone, here's a hint: Google Voice. You can send texts through your browser, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Now, how to set that up, you'll have to figure that out on your own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, just Google Voice. We get ready for the third quarter start. Coach Loomis kind of going through some last-minute adjustments with his squad. Sunderland, Brusvin, Seba, Aaron, and Baldock back on the court for Tonganoxie. And Shawnee Heights also going with their starting five. Showalter, Brown, Burghart, Kennedy, and one change as Hawkins checks in for Oshko. Seba with the ball, shadowed by Kennedy.
Whoa.
Partially blocked, but recovered by Seba. Kicks out Seba for three. Strong off the iron, and Thunderbirds come away with it. And
unfortunately for the Lady Chieftains, I don't think they're going to see a lane that wide open again for probably the rest of the game.
And Baldock almost with the completely unintentional turnover. The pass came through and she just happened to be walking backwards, hit off her hip, but nobody there to recover. And Reagan Seba whistle for the foul, her second, first of the half. And Showalter at the line, shoot a couple. First one up and good. And second one too strong, but Hawkins able to come away with the contested rebound and put it back for the backwards three-point play. And again, not something you see very often there. Brusvin finds Seba on the baseline. Her shot too strong, and Baldock gets it wrestled away from her by Hawkins. Showalter coming in transition for Shawnee Heights. Correction, Burghart out in front to Kennedy. Back out to Burghart. Tipped by Sunderland, but Hawkins tries to fire through traffic, and then an ill-advised outlet pass by Aaron. She's going to get whistled for the foul. She tries to recover on defense.
I'm sure this is definitely not the start that Coach Loomis had probably drawn up in the locker room during halftime for his squad.
And especially coming off of a block like that, again, Hawkins wide open, but free throw shooting a maybe kind of a saving grace for Tonganoxie here. Showalter clangs that one hard off the heel. And second one off the heel, but rattles home. Inbounds to Seba, she brings it up for Tonganoxie. Goes in a trap, Brusvin gives an outlet, kicks over to Lang. Now to Brusvin on the block. Out top to Seba. Seba tries to dribble around, but unsuccessful to elude Taylor Brown. Hawkins with it, puts the ball up strong, and unfortunately,
oh, the luck.
I say Cheyenne Aaron gets a hand on it, but unfortunately she's standing on the baseline. Christian Morgan Brusvin.
And Sunderland, her first, team third.
And Sunderland whistled for Ushko up and rolls it home. Let's go with the second as well, and reaching back to Seba, and Seba trying to force the ball across the timeline. Gets the ball taken away by Brown. Burghart with it, finds Oshko, and Sunderland. Morgan Brusvin was with foul. Her first, team's fourth.
Into the game for the Lady Chieftains, Kylie Rickard.
Maybe a little bit of frustration on Brusvin's part there as she
absolutely
wasn't expecting to be back on defense so quickly. Ball firing into Burkhart. On top to Oshko, looking for somebody. She just goes up and over everybody, but Baldock able to come away with it. Lang to Baldock. Kicks to Sunderland left side.
Good find.
Fire pass into Baldock. She's forced to bring it back out. Out to Sunderland, kind of reset the offense. Lang looks for it. Ball tipped out by Burkhart. Rottinghouse and Fleischer checking back in for Shawnee Heights. Sunderland sets to inbound the ball. Lang brings it up, hands off to Sunderland. Baldock at the top of the arc. There's Rickard. Baldock with the looping entry pass to Brusvin. Up and under and in.
Good job just splitting the defense there, being aggressive.
Way to find the hole in the double team, and as soon as I say that, Burkhart doing the same thing on the opposite end to answer that. Sunderland across the timeline, and a little miscommunication goes through the legs of Lang and out. Crowley checking in for Tonganoxie as the official on the far side counts to make sure that all 5 players are on the court. Rottinghouse with it, fires to Burkhart. Brown with it, looking for options. Kicks to Burkhart. Fleischer to Rottinghouse. Burkhart looking for options, shadowed by Rickard. That's up to Hawkins. Hawkins finds Fleischer in the lane. She passes it up to Brown. Brown will pick up the charge for second foul.
Tatum Brown, that's her second, team first.
First of the half whistled against Shawnee Heights.
Ooh. Very, very close.
And then the forced pass by Rickard picked off. Crowley steps up on the defense. Rottinghouse with it into Fleischer. Back out to Rottinghouse, and she gets stripped by her opposite number, Emily Crowley. Lang bringing the ball across the timeline. Tries to force the pass, tipped up and by Rottinghouse, and
What's a foul, Brooklyn Lang, that's her first, team fifth.
Lang will get whistled for the foul, trying to collapse on the defense there. And Reagan Seba checking back in. Brooklyn Lang can take a quick breather on the bench. Kennedy bringing the ball across the timeline for Shawnee Heights. Over options, Crowley steps out to hard press defense. Rottinghouse driving from the block out to the free throw line, and
I'm not sure if he could have done much more on that one. That was just a great play there by Rottinghouse.
Again, just to recognize that the lane going. Sometimes the easiest way to get from point A to point B is to go backwards, and Seba's shot. Battled for it, and Baldock comes away with the rebound, forces the shot, and Kennedy brings the ball up. Fleischer at the top of the arc, finds Rottinghouse. Hawkins drives the corner. Back at the top of the arc with Fleischer. Hawkins looking for options, kicks out to Kennedy. Crowley with the strip. Rickard comes away with it, feels the pressure, and wisely checks up and then goes around. Finds Crowley. Baldock with it and tries to force it up, but gets blocked and have a foul whistled here as Kennedy wrapped up Baldock there. Again, trying to fight the ball, fish the ball out, but gets a little bit too aggressive on the.
Very good find.
Nice find, and it drops. Crowley to Bruisman. And Burkhart with the three-pointer to answer. Whew. Rickard fortunate to not get called for the travel there. She shuffles her feet across the timeline, but Crowley off the glass and Kennedy with the rebound.
That's good by Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins with the basket and one.
Also foul number 20, Reagan Seba, her third.
Third foul on Seba.
The line shooting the bonus, Taylor Hawkins.
I know the PA announcer said shooting the bonus, but it was just the one. Again, kind of threw me off for a second. And it was like, I know I did not miss a team foul.
Okay, I'm glad you and I both then, because I kind of stopped for a second too. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was shooting the additional free throw again. Whew. Bruce unable to catch a handle on the zipped pass in there, and
Moving in for the Lady T-Birds, Emma Manrose.
ball tipped away, but will stay with Tonganoxie. Curley looking for the inbound as Baldock. Seba thinks about a three-pointer, but drives and Manrose whistle for the foul, her first, third of the half on the Thunderbirds. Seba drives, kicks to Bruisman. Goes up through a lot of traffic, but ball short off the bottom of the basket and out. Chieftains with the ball. Kicked out top to Rickard. Seba calling for a screen, but goes the opposite side. Fires to Crowley. Top to Bruisman. Kick to Rickard. Bruisman with a little head fake, drives, puts it up a little strong off the glass. Burkhart with the rebound, brings it up court, and Hawkins on the entry pass, not able to catch.
Good pass.
But then the nice entry pass from Kennedy to find a flashing Burkhart, and see with the ball shadowed by Kennedy.
Personal foul on Tatum Brown, her third, and team fourth. Game for the Lady Chieftains, number 5, Emma Sunderland for the Lady T-Birds.
Tatum Brown whistle for the foul, her third, fourth of the half, and she will head to the bench in foul trouble. See with the drives, find Baldock. Turn around the block, too strong off the glass, and we've got contact.
Personal foul on Taylor Hawkins, that's her third, team fifth.
Third foul on Hawkins, and she will also check out as Oshko checks back in.
There you go.
Inbounds to Rickard, back out to Sunderland, fires to Crowley. Drives back out top to Rickard. Receiver right side, drives baseline. And getting a whistle for the offensive foul is
Whistle foul number 20, Reagan Siebel, that's their fourth in the game for the Lady Chieftains.
And as we talk about foul trouble, Reagan Seba will head to the bench with her fourth foul. And Shawnee Heights will be in the bonus once we get to the. Well, they're in the bonus, but again, as the player control foul does not trigger the bonus shots.
So now the PA announcer can say, we're taking
Shooting
the bonus shots.
Burkhart's three-pointer short, and again, Tonganoxie just going to run that out. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter. Right after this, you're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Lady Chieftains will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. John Roshko alongside Dylan Funk, happy to bring tonight's contest to you. Again, as the COVID restrictions vary across the state of Kansas, again, Shawnee County being a little tighter than most. Again, allowing just two fans per home participant, none for the visitors. So, again, we're happy to be your eyes and ears here in Tecumseh. And Rickard looking to inbound. Up over top to Bruisman, kicks out to Sunderland for three. Now that's a great start for Tonganoxie. We'll see if the Lady Chieftains can continue, kind of cut into this deficit. And
we're going to need a whole lot more of that, though.
Entry pass to Oshko, finds Kennedy on the backside. Baldock with the near strip of Kennedy, but unfortunately,
Team 7, Ryan Shady 2, Breezy Kennedy.
Team's 8th. And Kennedy gets the courtesy bounce from the home iron. And second one off the mark, and grabbed by Bruceman, finds Rickard across the timeline and splits the defense. Lang collects it, back to Rickard. Tried to force the pass and picked off, and Kennedy will get cleaned up by Burkhardt. As again, Kennedy will definitely want that one back, but Baldock comes left side to Sunderland. To Lang, back out to Sunderland. Around to Bruceman. Lang in the corner. Tries to pass the baseline, but picked off, and Sunderland's going to get whistled for the
Personal
foul.
Tatum Brown, her fourth.
Oh no! Correction. I was going to say, the way the referee pointed, I was like, okay, I don't see what Sunderland did, but hey, he's right there, and clearly he just mispointed.
Yeah, they got that one on Tatum Brown. She saw she kind of had that arm
Yeah,
extension.
that's why I saw that. That's why I was wondering why the official was pointing that Sunderland committed the foul, but obviously she did not, and unfortunately Bruisman. There, and that one is whistled on Bruisman, her second.
Team 7.
The second 7th foul of the half is really the 9th foul of the half for Tonganoxie.
Line shooting 1-1, Taylor Hawkins.
Hawkins on the line shooting 1-1. And first and too strong, and Burkhardt able to come away with the rebound, but pirouetting, she travels. Turns over Aaron into Seba, back across to Aaron across the timeline. Chieftains looking to set up the offense. Sunderland to Bruisman. Corner to Seba. Nice way to hang on to the ball there by Bruisman, and she just strips it away from Kennedy. Says, I will keep that, thank you. Drives, kicks to Sunderland. Thought about it. Bruisman head fake drives, rattles that one home.
Basket by Morgan Bruisman.
Got the deficit to 22. Again, long way to go, and short time to get there. Are we going to do what they say can't be done?
Well, we got about 5:30 and change. See?
I'm going to say as the Taylor Hawkins turns the ball over, and I think again the age difference kind of showing there is the eastbound and down. I know folks in my age bracket are gonna appreciate that little pun a little bit more than my partner, younger age. Not a Smoking the Bandit fan, but anyway, Cheyenne Aaron puts it up from 3. Good.
Now you can give me credit though. Your Seinfeld ones you were making the last game with Newman. That was good.
30-second timeout called by Coach Loomis. And Tonganoxie showing signs of life here in the fourth quarter, cutting the deficit to 19. So, as we talked about the last game, Scholars Bowl, being a Scholars Bowl kid, I have an endless supply of pop culture references, and I'm going to, when the opportunity presents itself, I'm absolutely going to take it. So
yeah, you look back at some of the best broadcasters in the business; they're always great at mixing in pop culture references when they're calling the game. So,
all right,
it's all good.
Kennedy looking inbounds. Tonganoxie bringing a short press, but Burkhardt with the ball, shadowed by Sunderland. Seba tries to tip it away, and Aaron almost with the pick there. The flying cross court, and Burkhardt from the elbow. Rattles that one home. Crowley, entry pass to Bruisman. A little short, but stays with the Lady Chieftains. Ball tapped and comes over. Aaron to Bruisman. The Sunderland drives, kicks to Aaron. Driving. Nice effort there from Crowley, and Sunderland on the tie-up with Hawkins. Possession arrow favors Shawnee Heights. The ball will stay with them, but it'll switch to the Chieftains' favor. Kennedy coming up, and Seba pushing her left. Not able to send her to the sideline. Ball in the hands of Burkhart. Back out top to Kennedy. Left side to Hawkins. Burkhart fortunate to draw contact there. Is a little bit out of control there, but Sunderland wasn't quite set in a legal defending position. It'll be the double bonus the rest of the way for Shawnee Heights as Burkhart makes first. Baldock checking in for Crowley. Second one up and in for Burkhart. Crowley's pass across the timeline to Sunderland. Sunderland looking for options. Baldock to Aaron. Aaron looking for...
on the wing there.
Outside to Bruisman, and Bruisman's pass a little bit outside. Sunderland not able to corral it. Kennedy shielded by Seba. Light trap and fires ahead to Burkhart. Burkhart dribbles, comes right side to Hawkins. Bruceman comes out to guard Hawkins. Cross court to Burkhart. Burkhart backs it out, guarded by Sunderland. Hawkins looking for options. Right side to Brown. Burkhart. Burkhart finds Kennedy in the lane. She's forced to kick it back out, and Thunderbirds will reset. Hawkins drives Aaron almost with a strip, and that was a travel as she goes up and down and hard blocked by Baldock. And Baldock roofed her again and didn't get the proper call from the gentlemen in stripes, and
That's to my right of Showalter.
Yeah, it's as much.
Showalter will take the easy points there again. You know,
as everybody knows that has been watching us, especially through the fall, you and I, partner, we don't typically ride the officials so hard unless they deserve it. And definitely on that one, that should have been a travel.
Yeah, there's hard work by Baldock, not rewarded by anything there, but on the opposite end of the court, she's going to go to the line as Hawkins is whistled for her fourth foul. Seven to both teams in the bonus for the final 2:25. And Baldock's first free throw a little bit strong off the heel and out. Again, obviously a little bit harder for the officials to hear us in this round. I think Coach Loomis is asking the official, why was that not a travel? And second free throw short as well. Hawkins comes away with the rebound. Burkhart bringing it up the court and backs out. Side to Fleischer. Fleischer pivots guarded by Rickard. And obviously Shawnee Heights in no rush, just trying to milk as much time off the clock as they can. And Burkhart's going to want that pass back as she throws it cross court and out of bounds.
Taylor Rance, Hayden Hill, and Zorosko.
And Coach Wells headed to the tail end of his bench as Hill and Rance check in for the first time tonight. And Bruceman draws contact going to the double team, trying to kick out to Rickard.
Personal foul on Hayden Hill, her first, team 8. Line shooting 1-on-1, Morgan Bruceman.
Bruceman's free throw rattles off the left side and out. Quick transition from Shawnee Heights. Rance comes to Oshko right side, fires cross court and fumbled a little bit by Fleischer, but Thunderbirds come away with it. Hill with it. Rottinghouse left side to Fleischer. Drives, blocked by Baldock. Baldock comes away with the rebound. Rickard across the timeline, passes to Reagan Seba. Seba fires to Lang. Kicks to Baldock. Comes left side to Seba. Top to Baldock, right side to Rickard. Rickard puts it up for three. Good.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, again, it is a little bit, it's one of those things a little bit too little too late, but again, great shot by Kylie Rickard, finding her range. Hill to Rottinghouse. Inside to Rance. Her jumper from the block, no good, and Tonganoxie comes away with it. 28 seconds to go. Seba across the timeline to Rickard. Rickard up top to Baldock. Down to Lang in the left corner. Back out top to Baldock. Rickard, same spot. Thought about it, but entry pass from Seba tipped a couple of times, and Hill comes away with it. Brings it across for Shawnee Heights. Fires to Rottinghouse on the block. She backs it out. Finds Rance for three. And no good. Final score tonight. Shawnee Heights 49, Tonganoxie 27. You're watching Chieftains basketball. We'll be back with the postgame show right after this. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at S&SAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at Whitebirch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by S&S Body Shop. Since 1972, S&S Body Shop has been the place to go in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at SNSAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193. Again, kind of a bit of a tough loss, certainly for the Lady Chieftains. Again, one of the things that it's been. I hate to sound like we're beating a deceased equine, but again, same story, different chapter.
Yep, same song,
turnovers,
different verse. Yep,
turnovers, and again, not able to force enough turnovers on the defensive end, and not able to allowing the opposition to capitalize on the turnovers you give up on the offensive end. Again, Tonganoxie, hopefully Coach Loomis will help us squad kind of figure that out as we kind of close out the season. But again, good. It's one of these we see a lot of we see a lot of stretches of great play from the Lady Chieftains. Again, definitely tonight they were certainly missing Ashton Barnes. Hopefully she'll be able to make it back before too long. But again, with the not the Baldock filled in, not the Baldock didn't fill in admirably. She had she brings kind of a different quality to the game. A little bit better on the defensive side, with her ability to block and kind of force the hard shots, but gives up just a little bit offensively. For Tonganoxie. So.
Yeah, and I think as we talk about tonight, we're closing out the first game of the doubleheader with the girls. We're getting ready to move on to the boys. I'll just say this, like I'm trying to be original here because, like I said, we could sit here and talk about turnovers. We're the backbreaker for the Lady Chieftains tonight, sure, but also it's I think something that everybody can contribute on a little bit is working a little bit more on your mid-range to long-range shots, because we've seen it so many times this season. When the Lady Chieftains succeed, they're able to dominate on the inside. And the games when they really, really struggle, like tonight, it's when they can't get to the inside. They can't have their way, right? So they're trying so hard to get it down low, and that's also another reason why you're kind of causing the turnovers, because you're making those irate passes, trying to force it into places, and it's just not working out. So definitely you got to be able to kind of expand your offense a little bit more. You got to kind of get your girls open and hit those those mid-range jumpers from the elbows, or not necessarily taking threes all the time, but you can't rely on just getting it done down low with layups and in the paint. You got to kind of get your mid-range shots.
And as we saw, it's not that the Lady Chieftains don't have the ability.
Oh no,
because Rickard on the far corner, her shot was money from where she looked. She had lined it up, had a great look. There were a lot of times we saw tonight where the looks looked open from up here, but Tonganoxie just was a little hesitant to pull the trigger.
Right, and my little rant I gave, I did not want to come off like that, saying the Lady Chieftains don't have it. They absolutely do. It's just a thing. They got to take more of what the defense gives them, right? And if they're not going to give you the inside, then you just got to start making your shots from mid to long range. And then once you force them to spread out, start guarding you around the perimeter, then you can start forcing it inside.
Well, absolutely. Again, it's not that they don't have the ability. It's just touch on the kind of the confidence. Again, but it's one of those things that as you come up against a team that has had a lot of success against you, again, holds you to a pretty dismal first quarter shooting. It's hard to shake that off again.
Right.
Competitor to me realizes that, and again,
and same with me too, because some nights you go out and you might lose a close game where you feel like we could have capitalized on a play here and there, we could have won, and then there was just some games, and I'm sure you agree with me here too, partner, is that you just go out and you just know you got beat by a better team.
Absolutely.
And I think that was just kind of the case tonight. Tecumseh, Shawnee Heights was just a better team tonight.
Absolutely. Again, it's hard. Again, we're used to talking about teams with the towns, but obviously, Shawnee Heights School District, kind of a consolidated of the southeastern suburbs of Topeka. Again, kind of a smaller city, but again, a lot of school districts in here. But anyway, we will pivot here, heading to the pregame show for the guys. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to talk about how both teams got here and where we're at. And we're going to do a little Chinese fire drill here in the Crow's Nest and get resituated. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie, like hunter education courses, short sports, 4 and under instructional soccer, and so much more. Registration is open for spring soccer from now until February 5th. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
Community-minded, community-strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie, a small-town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
All right, Chinese fire drill is complete, and we're back here in Tecumseh, Kansas, ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight between the Thunderbirds and the Chieftains. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives. At Whitebirch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451.
Yeah, as we talk about the Chinese fire drill, I mean, literally, again, love the setup here. We've got a nice concrete bench, or a concrete tabletop in front of us, and a door, so we're kind of protected, but we literally have 2.5 feet of space between the edge of the desk and the back wall. And so as we switch sides here, I was literally hanging out the back door, and as Dylan shifted to the other side and then kind of shuffled back in. And hey, we love the, as we're taking notes for Tonganoxie's new gym. Again, Cody, we need a spot like this. Just make it a little deeper, a little wider. We'll be good.
Absolutely, yeah. This is
gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, this whole facility, and we showed it off, in the pregame before the girls' game. It is just absolutely marvelous. And my partner, he might pan around here and show, but I mean, this is everything. Oh, hello there. I'm actually getting some real airtime now on here. So, yeah, as you can kind of see here, we're up here, and they call it the crow space, and I got my elbows out like that. That's about how much room we have to work up here, and John and I are not the skinniest of fellows, so we are kind of
we both played football, and we're not gonna lie, we are not small men by any means. But
the important thing is that we're here, we're set up, and we're bringing a broadcast, so that is the important thing.
Yeah, especially as we touched on Shawnee County being a little tighter on their COVID restrictions. One of the things that you might have heard over the PA as we finished up the girls' contest. Between the games, they actually completely clear the spectator side of the gymnasium. They clear the spectator side of the gymnasium, and the custodial staff comes through and sprays disinfectant and the antiviral stuff on all of the bleachers, and then a couple of guys follow behind with the dust mops and kind of mop it up, and again, doing everything that they can, they need to prevent prevent the spread of COVID as much as possible. Again, we're really happy we're happy that we can be here to bring this game to you, and hopefully we'll be able to add Shawnee Heights to the Harris Media Services family next year. Again,
I saw you buttering up that guy before the game. You were talking to him about it. And he was
it's one of those things that they've had as we talked that they're one of the many schools that signed on to a competing service of ours, but again, with the local service that we provide, we're here. We do all of the work. We know exactly what we're doing, and we bring it's a full service thing, and it's free.
Absolutely.
Whereas some of the other competing services that you guys have had to kind of suffer through are either not free or not guaranteed. And
while we're kind of talking about free, I'm going to just throw this up here. for a little bit, and I'm sure if you sticked around for the first game of our doubleheader, you heard my partner talking about this. It's our new partnership we have here at the Harris Media Services with Easy Relic. It is the easiest way for all the fans watching back at home to get, any highlight that they want. If their son or daughter makes a play, you simply just text THS to 816-406-0051. It's a great way that all of us here we're happy about to have at Tonganoxie Sports Live. Great way everybody to instantly, and I think we tested it out at the last home game on Friday, and we sent THS to that number, and I think they sent the highlight in, 15 seconds, 20 seconds? I mean, it was instantly fast.
It's an amazing amazing turnaround time, and obviously if you're watching us on a desktop and you want to keep that clip for a little bit longer, Google Voice is your friend. Again, use that, set that up, send THS to 816-406-0051, and it'll fire that clip right back to you, and you can watch it in living color. And
it's such a great thing as technology advances. This wasn't something that we had back in 2018 and beyond when I was in high school, but it is something that it just blows my mind. Really, it's something that's really cool.
Absolutely, and I know I touched on it at a previous. Then we'll take a quick break, but this is a thing that. They've had at the college level at a couple places. Stretch Internet had an instant highlights package, but it was a little kludgy. You had to log into the back end, and it was something that's only available to the broadcaster themselves. This takes the highlight reel and completely democratizes it, gives it to anybody free of charge.
And that's the best part, free of charge.
Absolutely.
All right, we're about 6:45 left until the start of the game. We're going to take one last break. When we come back, we'll look at the last time these two teams met and where have they gone since. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
And welcome back here to Tecumseh, Kansas. And we see you, Beach family, out in the parking lot, just like in the couple of games before when they weren't allowing fans in earlier in the season. John and Nikki Beach were always ones. They would drive up on location wherever the boys were playing. I believe it was Lewisburg and Atchison were the first two road games. They got their own setup, as you saw there. They got the TV in their car, and they're all buckled in and ready to go here, and so are we. And it's another one of those things. John, I wish this wasn't a COVID year, because the community that is in Tonganoxie, you're not really seeing it all in full effect. And if you are here next year, I know you got bigger and better things planned ahead, but if you are here next year, and hopefully with COVID not being such a big Debbie Downer like it has been for like the past year, I hope you can kind of really get to fully experience the Tonganoxie culture. And
absolutely. It's one of those things that, as Dylan references, we kind of talked about bringing a couple of other schools on to the Harris Media Services family, and not that I don't love Tonganoxie and don't want to be here, but obviously, if we expand, I want to make sure that Dylan, as you've heard, has kind of knocked it out of the park to start this year. And again, he's going to, again, I want to make sure that it goes with someone who loves Tongi and has that strong connection. Again, I love Tongi, but I don't obviously have the strong connection.
Right.
But yeah, and again, I I know I haven't seen it or experienced the full atmosphere, but what I have, just the friendliness and the atmosphere in the gym and the hospitality by everyone associated with the school, again, it's awesome. Again, it's one of those things that I've been in college athletics and professional athletics, and I've never seen or never felt as welcomed as I do here at Tonganoxie. And that's, again, I've been at all levels, and it feels great. So
yeah, it is definitely one of the things that we pride ourselves on. All right, we're closing on 3 minutes here, so very briefly we'll go over the last time these two teams met. Tonganoxie coming in tonight with a little bit of revenge on their minds. Like we said, they started the season 2-0, 2 great road wins, convincing wins on the road against Atchison and Lewisburg, and then they had their first home game against Shawnee Heights, which originally was supposed to be Metro Academy, and then they couldn't make it work, so then they were supposed to play Pittsburgh, and then we couldn't make it work with Pittsburgh, so then Shawnee Heights stepped in and said, we'll do it. So it was kind of one of those crazy weeks where you were preparing, it was eventually, there was 3 teams, you didn't know which one you were going to play, but you ended up, playing the T-Birds. The Chieftains came out in that game, played very, very well in the first half, and then as we kind of saw in the second half, John, especially the shooting from all over the field from the Chieftains took a severe dive down, and then they ended up losing a toss-up in that one, 58-52, if my memory serves me right. I'm trying to pull the final score up, but the internet's being a little slow with me. And since then, the Chieftains have kind of put it together. They've won 6 out of their last 8, and the Thunderbirds have kind of been trending the opposite way, losing, going 3-5 over their next stretch of games. So it's kind of here we are. Here is the Thunderbirds are looking to snap. They're in the midst of a 2-game losing streak right now, so they're looking to get back in rhythm. And the Chieftains coming off a very dominant win against Pleasant Ridge last Friday, went on the road while we were at home covering the Lady Chieftains against Gardner Edgerton. So, it's kind of 2 teams trending in the opposite directions, but nevertheless, both teams looking to keep building momentum and adding on another W to the ledger.
absolutely, again, be interesting to see how Tonganoxie comes out of the gates tonight, and more importantly, if they're able to finish, because again, they that's one of those things they have been able to do the past few games. Again, we saw as they closed out action in the Tonganoxie Invitational, they were able to close out the games, finishing on a hot streak there, and then obviously against Heritage Christian, another wire to wire, great performance, and again, we will be looking to see if the squad, Coach Phil Jones' squad will be able to kind of keep up the pace. And
and you kind of said it there in your synopsis, our partner, finish, because that's something we saw at the beginning of the season. The Chieftains would come out fast and furious in the first half, and then would kind of let up on the gas in the second half. But definitely within the past couple of weeks, we have seen the Chieftains come out from quarter 1 to quarter 4, start to finish, and just finish off their opponents pretty easily.
Yep. Well, we are going to turn it over to the PA announcer for starting lineups, and we'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shawnee Heights High School, the home of your Thunderbirds. This time, let's welcome our guests, the Chieftains from Tonganoxie High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your hats, and join me in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And now for our starting lineups transfers for the Chieftains from Tonganoxie High School. A 6'3" senior, number 4, Blake Poggi. A 6'4" senior, number 5, Heston Robbins. A 6' junior, number 13, Andrew Wilson. A 6'3" senior, number 15, Dallas Bond. And a 5'8" senior, number 25, Riley Beach. Starters for your Thunderbirds. A 6'4" junior, number 1, Nate Pay. A 5'10" senior, number 3, Isaiah Johnson. A 5'9" junior, number 4, Jaron Sanders. A 5'11" sophomore, number 13, Jay Jones. And a 6' senior, number 20, Andrew Rance. Head coach of the Chieftains, Phil Jones. Head coach of your Thunderbirds, Kent Darding. Our officials for tonight's contest. Trey Meyer, Alex Moyer, and Chet Harlan.
Now, partner, how come you didn't tell me you were singing the national anthem at halftime?
Yeah,
during the pregame rituals?
No. It's one of those things that I know that I know I gave the PA announcer a little bit of grief for mixing up the fouls a couple times in the girls' game, but coming back and belting out the national anthem with talent. I mean, I have. Don't get me wrong, I have done it, but not with that sort of talent. So he gets a pass.
Yeah, definitely. The soothing pipes. Must I add? Well done.
And even throwing a little vibrato when he was hitting a couple of those notes. It just
All right, Chieftains will start with the opening possession as Wilson inbounds it to Beach, and we are underway. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Beach is going to give it to Wilson. Now we'll go back over to Beach. Giving it out to Poggi, and just a little bit of the butterfingers there as he couldn't quite collect there, and it'll be an early turnover for the Chieftains. And now here come the Thunderbirds looking to capitalize. This is Sanders bringing it up the court. Now he's going to give it to Rance. He's guarded down by Bond. Handing it off to Johnson. He's going to drive and finish off the glass. And the Thunderbirds draw first blood here in this evening's matchup. There's Beach and company looking to set up the offense, get an answer going. Robbins and Wilson having some motion down on the baseline. Looks like we have a little bit of a stalemate here. Wilson looking to set the screen. Beach trying to dribble through. We're going to have a whistle down here, and I think that's going to be on Johnson, and it will be. Beach faking the pass to Wilson. Now look for somebody, giving it to Bond. He'll give it right back to him. Swinging around to Poggi, now back to Beach. He's looking, he's going to dribble. Looked like he was going to drive. He'll give it now up to Wilson. Beach trying to zip it down inside the Bond, couldn't quite get it. Jones was coming in hot. Beach collects, he gives it to Poggi, in and out on the three-pointer. And rebounded here by Jay Jones. Here come the Thunderbirds again. Rance is going to try the nice longer range two-point shot.
So Rance just stepping inside the three-point line, but no hesitation in putting up that shot.
Robbins has it at the elbow, and again trying to get it down low inside the Bond. Chieftains can't quite connect. Now here's Johnson. Step back three. A little bit too strong there. Good collect by Wilson. There's Poggi swinging it to Beach. Little pump fake, driving baseline. And again, the Chieftains just trying to work the ball down inside. Hasn't worked for him yet. Johnson with the Euro stepping off the glass. Nothing much you can do there but just tip your cap. And Coach Jones is going to take a quick timeout here as the Thunderbirds have come out scorching hot, a 6-0 run to start the game. 30-second timeout. We will stay here with them. Seems like the Chieftains side, John, coming out a little bit uncharacteristic. We've seen, the ball movement. They've usually been able to get it around pretty fast and find the open guy. But tonight, we saw in the first couple of possessions having a hard time trying to get it around. And when they finally been able to kind of get in on the defense, trying to get it down low, and it's just not working for them yet.
Yeah, it looks like, Chieftains kind of forcing the passes a little bit more than we've seen so far this season. Again, I know it's one thing you touch on for the Lady Chieftains, kind of forcing the pass through a taller, larger defensive front from Shawnee Heights. The guys don't have quite the height mismatch, but again, still some of the same trying to force it. And
Robbins looking to try to take it himself. Couldn't quite finish with the right hand there. Rance comes down with the rebound, and Poggi's going to get called for the reach in there, and that'll be his first foul.
That's foul number 4 by Poggi. That's his first, team first.
I think, just like you said, partner, it's just a little bit of a sloppy start for the Chieftains. Definitely trying to force too many passes and looking to snap out of it here and get a little run going as Jones goes to work. Couldn't quite finish. Good rebound there by Heston Robbins. Beach has it. Pump fake. Down inside to Robbins. Good find by Beach, and the Chieftains are on the board.
Again, rebounding, one of the things we've talked about Robbins being great at all year. And Friday night, picking up a double-double with 14 rebounds.
Poggi collects. He's bringing it down the court, and I think they wanted a charge call, and to me it looked pretty good, but it looks like the referees had a little conference there, and they will overturn the call, and that will be the second foul on Poggi as he will come out of the ball game, bringing in Zane Novotny for the Chieftains. Johnson, as he gives it to Sanders. He drives in, now kicks it back out to Rance. Giving it to Nathan Pugh, who drives in, finishing with the left hand off the glass. And it's like we saw in the first game back in December, John. The Chieftains came out on fire, and the Thunderbirds came out a little bit sluggish. It looks like the exact opposite so far tonight.
And, again, not to oversimplify things, but we can certainly be hopeful that the end result will be the same. But again, still a lot of basketball to be played here tonight. And
Robbins testing from long range and is short off the front iron. There's Johnson again coming fast and furious. Another fancy layup there. Couldn't quite finish. Dallas Bond wisely just kind of boxing out the Thunderbirds down low and letting the ball roll out of bounds. It'll be Chieftains basketball. Chieftains still looking to get in rhythm here on the offensive end as we approach 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Beach going to try to start it himself and does. From straight away, 3-point range.
Can't exactly say from the logo because as you see the Thunderbirds logo stretches the bulk of the court, but definitely NBA distance.
Definitely. Chieftains getting the stop there as Wilson has it. Slinging it around down to Novotny. Now back to Beach. He gives the pump fake on Rance. Now giving it back to Wilson. He'll put up a three. Strong off the heel, but good rebound there by Robbins. Going back up, taking himself. Foul and count it. What a quick turnaround here by the Chieftains, John. Do you think they heard us?
I hope so. Honestly, I think more of it was Coach Jones kind of with that quick timeout, kind of settling his team down, and takes a little bit of time to turn that momentum, but
Looks like number 23, Harvey Davis, has checked into the ball game for Shawnee Heights, taking out Jay Jones. And Robbins is able to finish the three-point play, and we are knotted up at 8. Here's Davis, fresh off the bench. He has the ball. Tried to dish it down inside the Pugh, but Novotny, one step ahead, swipes it away. Wilson wide open on the wing here. As Novotny has it, he dribbles it around. I'm not sure if Robbins was expecting it or not, but nevertheless, a great pass from Novotny. Trying to put up a three himself. No good. Crowd in by Rance as he gives it up. Sanders giving it to Davis. Davis is going to drive in, kicking it out to Pugh for three. You bet.
Okay, for three.
Chieftains now looking to answer here as Novotny gives it to Beach. A little pump fake. Top of the perimeter, he gives it out to Robbins, now to Wilson. Back out to Beach, slinging it down inside the Bond.
The one-handed zip pass there. Finding wide open Bond, just camping on the block.
Rance again. First it was Pugh, and now Rance getting it done. Back-to-back threes on back-to-back possession for the Thunderbirds, and they come away with the steal. Davis dishing it out to Johnson. Robbins is coming from behind, and he'll just lay it up instead.
Yeah, smart play by Johnson there. Again, had the initial clearance for the slam, but then just, again, and smart kind of check up a little bit. And
a quick little 5-0 run there for the Thunderbirds gives them the 16-10 lead.
Sanders, that's his first team.
We're approaching 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Tamar Brown checks in for Tonganoxie, taking out Dallas Bond. It's like we said, in the past couple of games we've covered for Tonganoxie, Tamar Brown out with an injury, so it was great to see him back in the lineup for this evening's matchup. Novotny giving it back to Beach, again from NBA range. Can't quite connect there, tipped up. Davis and Robbins were battling for it, but Davis will win that battle as it finds its way to Pugh, and now he gives it to Rance, and now he'll give it to Johnson. He's met by Beach. 5 seconds and counting left. Johnson trying to drive in. Tried to shoot off his back foot, no good. Novotny's going to heave it with one hand, and it hit off the rafters. It might have gone in. Might not have gone in. We will never know. After one, the score is 16-10 in favor of the Thunderbirds. Keep it here because you're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, we are back here in Tecumseh, Kansas. Thunderbirds have the early lead over the Chieftains 16-10 at the start of the second quarter. Pugh has it, driving down the lane. Tamar Brown meeting him right in the paint. Good defense there. As Wilson has it, he's going to drive in on Sanders, kicking it out to Novotny. Now giving it to Robbins. He pump fakes. Beach. Wilson for three. Just short there, collected in by Sanders. Sanders now driving, giving it to Davis. Pugh feeling it early from three-point range for Nathan Pugh, and the lead is now 9 for the Thunderbirds, their largest of the night.
8 unanswered for Shawnee Heights, and
Beach trying to give it to Tamar Brown. I'm not sure if he was expecting that one. Davis was as he poked it away. It finds it to Novotny. Now back to Beach. Back to Novotny for 3. No good there. Looked like it was going to be rebounded by Davis. Wilson tried to save it, but they're going to say his foot was on the baseline. T-Birds ball. Dallas Bond checking back into the ball game, giving Heston Robbins a quick breather on the bench. Sanders has it. He's going to just put up a little one-handed floater himself. It was strong off the heel, rebounded by Tamar Brown. And the Chieftains looking to end the 9-0 Thunderbirds run here. Bond has it close up there by the elbow. He looks around. He's going to instead drive himself, giving it back out to Beach for 3. And no good there, but good rebound there by 15. Just keep firing, young man. Keep firing. They will eventually fall for you as Riley Beach connects with his second 3 of the evening.
It's, sitting here watching on the camera and realize he's online and
and a good, strong physical basket there by Harvey Davis. Beach zipping it down in the paint to Bond. He pump fakes the pass back. Now to Wilson, to Beach, now back to Wilson. Now Tamar Brown has a good find down low to Bond. He goes up through 2 Thunderbirds. Looked like Pugh and Ransford down there, but Bond goes up strong in another basket. Good defense down there by Tamar Brown as he often looks to reset with Davis. He's driving in on Bond. Can't quite finish, and it'll be interesting who we got the foul call here, and it will be on Davis. So it looked like him and Bond kind of looked like they got their arms hooked around, and looked like Davis maybe tried to attempt a hip toss, but nevertheless, I'm looking here. It says Davis, a 6'1 senior. I'm not sure if he's 6'1. I might give him more 6'2, 6'3, but definitely, John, one of my first impressions when I look at him, he kind of gives me that like Zion Williamson type build kind of vibe. Like when I saw his highlights back in high school, definitely a big boy out there.
Absolutely. Again, he may be listed on the Max Preps roster as 6'1", but he is
definitely beyond that.
Certainly a beast.
Definitely. Sanders pump fakes on Brown. He's going to try to drive in and say he'll give it to Rance. Now it'll go to Davis. Good defense there by Bond to stop the drive. Davis had the ball poked away there by Beach at the baseline and said he's going to try to drive. They're going to say he stepped on the baseline. Good defensive stand there by Tonganoxie. As Hester Robbins checks back into the ball game, taking out Tamar Brown. Chieftains looking to cut the deficit even more here on this possession as Bond has it. He now gives it to Novotny, down to Robbins. Good ball movement by the Chieftains. Paying off again with another big 3 from Beach. His 3rd of the evening. And now the lead is back to 3. And that shot there from Showalter, a little too strong, taken in by Novotny. He'll give it to Beach. He is feeling it. That one just a little bit short. I'm not sure if a hand was, if that was tipped or not, but nevertheless, it's cleaned up down low, and the lead is now down to 1 for the Thunderbirds, 21-20.
Can we call that a pass? No, it was a full-on shot attempt.
I don't know. I think it was a shot attempt. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and keep that here with them. Well, it's been kind of a quirky first half for the Chieftains. We saw them come out a little bit sluggish, and then they kind of found their rhythm, and then a little bit sluggish again, and then here we see them again going on a nice little run here. You know, basically to summarize it so far in this first half, it's just 2 great ball clubs just going back and forth with one another, and we could have another, ball game, or it could come down to the wire very much like it did back in December.
You can very much, like some of the, I think of the contest, going all the way back to the fall, Tongi versus Paola in football. Just kind of a
right.
It was a slugfest, and it was like, who's gonna come away wanting more? And
but coming into that game, I know you and I talked about whoever has the ball last is going to win that game, and Paola had it last, and they came out the victors that time. Chieftains committing the turnover there. Sanders is able to collect and finish down on the other end. Luckily, no whistle blown there for the contact. And the lead is now back up to 3 for Shawnee Heights. Here's Wilson as he's guarded on by Rance, giving it to Bond at the top of the perimeter, lobbing it inside to Robbins, now back out to Bond. Beach has it, little jumper in the paint, strong off the heel, and collected in by Pugh as he gives it to Sanders, and now he'll give it to Rance, swinging it into Pugh, little mid-range jumper, no good there. Robbins collecting. Chieftains have numbers, but great hustle by Nathan Pugh. Novotny thought he had the easy assist to Bond for the easy two, but again, good hustle by Nathan Pugh, the 6'4 junior, hustling down and getting a paw on that one, forcing the inbounds play for the Chieftains. Tylen Simpson's coming into the ball game, checking out Andrew Wilson for Tonganoxie, and Novotny finally finding Simpson to inbound it. He'll give it right back to Novotny. And another beautiful pass from Novotny to Robbins. The court vision that this young man has in Zane Novotny, John, it is truly just something special.
Absolutely. Again, and full credit to Robbins for getting open, but getting open is only half of it. If you can't get the pass, can't get the possession.
Whoa. Oh my goodness! Oh, hello! Oh, I'm going to throw this up here while I'm now thinking about it.
That would be a great time to text THX to 816-406-0051. Trying to double time here. And
another great find there by Beach down low, but Robbins wasn't quite able to hold on to it.
I will concentrate on that.
Force a foul, number 15, Dallas Long, his first, team third of the game for the T-Birds, Brendan Dodge and Jay Jones for the Chieftains.
See if I was able to sneak it into our text line fast enough. Again, the buffer is about 90 seconds, so we're gonna see just how close I was able to get on that. But that was a nifty behind the pack pass.
I mean, you couldn't time it any better either. We were talking about the
and
great.
Here you go.
Now Beach has it. Looks like he's going to try to take it himself in. Looks like it was poked away there by Nathan Pugh, but we're going to have a whistle first, and that will be on Nathan Pugh. It'll be his second foul, 15th foul on the Thunderbirds. Beach able to connect on his first free throw.
It looks like a 60-second buffer and play.
Beach able to connect on his second, taking the lead for the Chieftains up to 3, 26-23. Their first lead of the evening. Tamar Brown checking back into the ball game for Tonganoxie, taking out Simpson. And Nathan Pugh is going to get a breather on the bench as Andrew Rance checks in for him. Johnson giving it down inside to Davis as he's got the double team, and maybe a little bit of a mismatch there. Tamar Brown matching up with Harvey Davis, and I hate to say it, John, I know we support the home team, but Davis is going to win that one every single time.
Every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I love Tamar. I love his athleticism and tenaciousness, but no.
But Tamar getting a little bit of revenge. Down on the other end, down low, putting it up, and he'll get the chance for the three-point play.
And again, text THS to 816-406-0051 and get your Easy Relic highlight there.
Like we said, folks, write this down, take a picture of it, or put it in your contacts, because this first half is any indications we could be having a lot of those plays to come in the second half.
And I will say the one thing I have noticed is make sure you have an autocorrect, because my phone really likes to do THE, which, well, yeah. I know we are the Tonganoxie High School, but we are not going to. Oh!
Not sure what.
And unfortunately.
Yeah, not quite sure what.
Beach trying to make the argument for the tip there, and I think Brown was had collapsed a little bit too close for that, and
I think they gave it to Wilson on the wing, and I think he was looking for Novotny, and Novotny wasn't quite expecting it, and nevertheless, Thunderbirds get a turnover here. Johnson trying to capitalize, can't quite do it. Jones soaring in high to get the rebound, and looked like it was poked away there by Beach, but I think they're going to blow the whistle on him first.
Personal foul number 25, Riley Beach. That's his first. Team 4.
Will be on Riley Beach. That is his fourth team foul on the Chieftains. Long range three, no good there.
And Brown just like, yeah, no, I'll just sit here, wash, box out.
Yeah, let
shepherd that ball out of play, and
get the fresh inbounds here. Chieftains have 45 seconds to work with here if they wish to hold on to the ball for the final possession here in the first half. Beach brings it across the timeline. He's just dribbling around on the logo.
no rush as the Chieftains hold for the last shot.
As we talk about, one of the nice advantages of high school basketball is no shot clock. As we're approaching 10 seconds here, and Beach finally gives it to Wilson. He'll get it right back. Looking for the shot. He pulls up. No good. Collects his own rebound and still can't quite finish. Now Novotny, I swear if you would have caught that and just put it right back up one-handed and made it, I would have lost my mind.
And we'd have been sending the Easy Relic highlight to Sports Center for consideration, but
tight first half here. Chieftains have the lead going into halftime, 29-25. We'll be right back right after this. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie, like hunter education courses, short sports, for and under instructional soccer, and so much more. Registration is open for spring soccer from now until February 5th. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Halftime show is brought to you by Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community-minded, community-strong. Community National Bank is a small-town bank with big-time capabilities. For a full range of banking services, visit Community National at 231 North Main Street or online at communitynationalbank.net. We're back here in Shawnee Heights High School in Tecumseh, Kansas. Dylan Falk alongside John Roshkub and partner. I know we talked about during the halftime break. We sent that THS to the Easy Relic number, and we got the highlight.
We got the highlights, and again, we're trying to, again, we are hamstrung a little bit by, one of the things, as much as we love the gym and the facility, it's a big concrete box, which does not, and since we're up in the rafters almost, it does not does not do well with cell phone coverage, so we're struggling a little bit on our download speed, but it was sweet. Again, like I said, I sent that THS, and literally 5 seconds later on that, I was like back in my hands. And
yep, definitely. And I know last Tuesday if you watched us for the Heritage Christian Academy game, that was kind of our debut of that feature here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Some folks said they were able to get to work. Others were saying that servers were down, wasn't working. We can't confirm it is now working.
It is.
So
it is 100% up and running. And so, again, make sure you guys take advantage of that. Let the developers know that they've done a great thing. And obviously, if you want to kind of find out more about the service and how it works and what we are offering, go to www.tonganoxiesportslive.com/EZ. And again, big thanks to Easy Relic.
Absolutely.
But on to the halftime show.
Yeah, on to the halftime show presented by Community National Bank. Well, it was kind of a little bit of a back and forth there for a little bit. Chieftains pulling away there in the end as they got the 4-point lead at halftime, 29-25. John, what did you really like? What did you really see from the Chieftains that you really liked? They came out sluggish in the first quarter, and took them a little bit of time to find their footing, but were able to pull away there in the end. What did you really see from that you liked that helped them kind of start pulling away with this game?
One of the things we touched on it, kind of closing the girls kind of as well, but finding that confidence, knowing that even if you put up a shot and it's not quite on the mark, just still having that confidence to keep taking the shots, find the open man, and do it. And again, we saw beginning of the second quarter, kind of wrapping down the tail end. The Chieftains were definitely riding that high, going into the half, and having that short memory that we talk about across all sports. Tamar Brown getting owned. We're just going to say it, getting owned under the basket.
But then
turning around on the very next possession, and just dropping the 3-point play on him. Again, just great way by that young man to kind of shake off the bad thing on one play. Get that short memory and get back at it. And again, I'll be happy to see the Chieftains kind of keep that mindset up. Also, love the inside work of Dallas Bond and Heston Robbins. Heston doing great on the glass. Bond has had a couple of really good possessions, finding himself open down low. You're picking up the zip pass from Novotny and converting. And again, if the Chieftains can kind of keep that up, I think we've got got a good chance of coming away.
Yeah,
winners in this one.
Absolutely, and I think at that start of the game, I think a part of that too was when you play a team the second time. Obviously, you take away notes from the first time you played them, and I think Shawnee Heights really had their notes taken very well from the first matchup, and they came out. Defense was set up in a way, kind of gave the Chieftains a little bit of fits. But then again, we saw the Chieftains, Coach Jones, he took that quick timeout when the Thunderbirds opened up on a 6-0 run in the first quarter, took that timeout, and ever since then it looks like they've been kind of cool, calm, and collective, and been playing Chieftain basketball like they have been playing, for the past month or so. That has led them on this nice little winning streak up there. So hopefully they come out of the halftime locker room and keep that going. We are approaching 4 minutes left here in halftime until we get things started in the third quarter. We'll take one last break. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Community-minded, community strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie, a small town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
Thanks to the support of our sponsors, Tonganoxie Sports Live is proud to provide tonight's coverage of Chieftain Athletics free of charge. If you enjoy our broadcast and would like to show your support, please go to www.tonganoxiesportslive.com/donate and make a contribution. Thank you to our sponsors, fans, coaches, administrators, and most importantly, our student athletes. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and never miss a broadcast by subscribing at youtube.com/Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's very easy while you're already here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon right next to it. So anytime we go live on air, YouTube will send a notification to your phone, your laptop, whatever device you're watching on, and we'll say, hey, you're going to miss a broadcast, so you can automatically hop right on and always keep up with the latest from your Chieftain athletics.
Absolutely. Again, we're going
to... Both teams coming out of the locker room here. Chieftains were on the floor first. Now Thunderbirds joining them as we are just under 2 minutes left to go here. And I believe my partner is playing some music. He is, because we are literally sitting in the gym. There's no music playing during halftime. And as we're going through our halftime show, I take my headphones off for a minute and I realize, hey, there is a loud echo. So it's kind of awkward for us sitting here in the dead silence, so we're playing some music, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, again, we've talked about the difference in atmosphere, and I know I've seen some of the comments on the Tonganoxie Sports Live page. Again, thank you again to the Beach family for showing the dedication, and I would say thank you, but just in case my wife is listening, I'm not going to stop, honey. Talking about Spangles, again, grew up in Wichita, and Spangles is one of the places that I miss. It's not in Kansas City, but they have it here in Topeka. But again, it's such a much nicer atmosphere in Tongi with the pep band rocking that out. And again, we're having to kind of make do with it here as I sit here and hang my $2,000 MacBook Pro. Hold on to it by the top of the display so I can put the speaker in front of our crowd microphone. But
hey, you adjust, you adapt, and you overcome, and that's what you're doing, partner.
Absolutely.
So
30 seconds left here, and hope you've enjoyed the stylings of Avicii, Hey Brother.
And unfortunately, no, we are not taking requests because I'm sure he has a limited amount of
music. I have a very limited amount of music. I was like, that's the third try. I was trying to find something. I was like, nope, that doesn't work. Nope, that one's not there. But yeah, again, third time's a charm. And but we're going to be back to action. And
absolutely, a fast and furious back and forth first half. Hope it continues here in the second half. It'd be nice. I know the Chieftain boys, they might like coming and blowing everybody out and getting the running clock by the second half. But me personally, John, I like a close game every now and then, but only when we come out on top. It sucks when we lose, but
absolutely.
Second half is officially underway. Chieftains have the 4-point lead, looking to add on to it here with the first possession of the second half. Chieftains passing it around the perimeter, get some motion. Good find by Riley Beach.
Text THS to 816-406-0051 for that play.
There's Pugh looking to get the screen from Davis. He goes the opposite way. Now Davis has it at the top of the perimeter, driving in on Bond. Foul is going to be called on the floor, and that foul will be called on Dallas Bond. And that'll be his second of the evening. First team foul here in the second half for the Chieftains. Sanders inbounds it to Rance down here in the nearby wing, giving it to Davis. Trying to go up strong. And very quick back-to-back fouls here on Dallas Bond for the Chieftains. That's going to be his third.
Number 13, Wilson, that's his first.
Never mind, it'll be on him. Andrew Wilson, my apologies. Davis not able to connect on the first free throw. Able to connect on his second. Poggi inbounds it to Beach, and here come the Chieftains the other way with it. Beach picking up his dribble as he now finds Poggi, and he'll get it right back. Looked like Robbins might have had a wide open baseline to cut down, but Sanders caught on to it. Now Beach looking, giving it to Poggi, back out to Wilson. And Robbins is very anxious to get it down low. He keeps putting the hand up saying, feed me. Poggi driving, good, finding the ball and can't quite finish. But he'll be going to the free throw line for a pair of free throws.
As if on cue, my wife texts me, "You're getting Spangles?" Followed by the wink emoji. No, honey, I am not. I'm going to be a good boy.
I guess if we're shouting out our people watching at home, hi, Mom. Goose, Grandpa, whoever's watching me.
No, I just had to make a joke there because growing up in Wichita, knowing the Stephen family, Spangles is one of my absolute favorite fast food restaurants.
There's Sanders at the top. He's going to give it to Rance. Rance is going to drive in. Pull-up jumper inside the paint. No good. Collected one-handed there by Heston Robbins.
Trying not to give too much free advertising, but oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry with the pass there by Beach.
Oh, I can't quite rattle that home, but Robbins is right there to collect underneath. That's now 10 points in the ball game for Heston Robbins. Sanders putting the moves on Wilson, trying to finish with the left hand in the paint. He can't quite finish. Taken in by Poggi, and he's bringing it up the court fast. Driving. Beach wide open for three. Instead, he kicks it down low. And again, I think that was another one of those plays, John, where we like the selfless attitude there, trying to make that extra pass. But I think that one, for how hot Beach has been from three-point range, you probably should have just taken that one.
A 30-second timeout called by Shawnee Heights, looks. If they come from me, yep. Shawnee Heights with the timeout, trying to break the Chieftains' momentum as Tonganoxie's opened the half on a 6-0 run, expanded to a 9-point lead.
Almost identical to how the Thunderbirds came out and started the first half on a 6-0 run. Chieftains doing the same here in the second half.
As I was starting to hear a little bit of music, and I was like, okay, so they have a little itty-bitty amplifier and speaker down there. And again, so again, Cody Witt, as we take notes, all of the great things that they did in this gym. Probably the one major flaw is not having a mixer at the scorer's table.
Again, we're going to be spoiled with this when the new gym gets set up in Tonga in a couple years. It's going to be great, but just a couple of suggestions.
We're going to take all the notes we can to kind of help out with that process, make sure we future-proof the gym as much as possible, and make sure the taxpayers get their money for the bond issue. And
meanwhile, Sanders airballed the three on the Thunderbirds end. Chieftains collected it, and now they're down trying to get it to a double-digit lead here as Poggi has it. Looking for somebody to pass it to. He's going to put it on the ground. Giving it to Wilson and right back to Poggi. Bond was open down low underneath. He ends up getting it right away. Trying to give it back to Robbins, but Johnson was right there to pick it off as now he gives it to Sanders. Back out to Jones. A little bit of a pump fake and now back out to Sanders. Pugh taking the screen, dishing it back out to Rance. Wilson intercept, trying to poke the ball away that time, but it ends up in Pugh's hands in the corner. And he's able to connect there to stop the run here for the Chieftains. A little bit of a light press here from the Thunderbirds. Chieftains got to bring it across the timeline, and they do. Then they count for Bond streaking down the court. And an easy 2 buckets there for Dallas Bond.
Dallas Bond was starting the campfire there as he had all sorts of time in the lane there. And
no shame in bringing the light press, but if you're doing it, make sure you got people back so when the opposing team starts running down, you got somebody back there.
One of the things on the doing a little bit of research pregame, coach for the Shawnee Heights Thunderbirds, Ken Darting, kind of a legend here in the area. Retired from Highland Park, got special approval a couple years ago to come back as the Shawnee Heights coach.
There you go.
And again, man with a great amount of basketball ability, and he's going to definitely be picking his team apart for that one when they watch tape tomorrow. But then with Rance answering with a 3-pointer like that, there's...
Hey, Coach, I'm doing it down here, it's all good. Beach looked like he was stumbling off his feet, trying to make that last pass down low to Robbins, but it was intercepted by the Thunderbirds. Sanders has it, gives it at the wing to Rance, gives a little bit of a head fake, but finding Jones down low and an easy 2. And the lead is now down to 5. Bond dribbling, he hears the Wolf call from the bench, picks it up, and he'll give it to Poggi. Now he'll find it right back in his hands, giving it now to Robbins.
And Dallas Bond perfectly serviceable handles, but...
Novotny getting trapped down here in the corner. Let's see if a timeout was called, and one was called by Coach Jones. Good awareness there. It is a full timeout. We will go ahead and take that with them. 39-34 Chieftains here in Shawnee Heights. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at Whitebirch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. And partner, I remember you telling me when I was first starting to do this all on my own, reading the scripts, and I said, I stumble over the phone number sometimes. You said, well, they will eventually just stick with you. They'll be in your dreams and your nightmares. That is one that I have nailed down to heart. So
absolutely.
Here's Wilson looking to inbound it here. Beach has it now. He gives it to Novotny, and it'll be coming right back to Beach.
And Beach definitely in no hurry as he just kind of tucks the ball under his shoulders like, okay, if you're going to let me sit here, we're going to take about 30 seconds off the clock if I can. And
let me make a sandwich too, because I'm kind of hungry, Now I'm wondering if he will just pull up from 3. No, he's going to keep passing it around, but this is definitely Chieftains kind of letting the clock bleed out a little bit here. Just kind of playing some catch between Novotny, Wilson, and Beach, and here we go. Looks like we finally have some offense.
The Thunderbirds, when they shifted to the 3-2 zone, it's again, that's one of the things that really invites the delay tactics by Tonganoxie, and again, there's
a smile.
Like, hey, we're just gonna. we've almost a minute off the clock since the timeout, and
good pass from Novotny down low to Robbins, and they're going to say he stepped on the baseline first. So
unfortunate there, but again,
coming up with no points, but definitely
taking. You'll that's a trade I'll take as knock a minute off the clock, and kind of surprised to see the T-Birds just with no urgency, and
And Rance was a little short there on the 3, and it looks like we're going to have an offensive foul down low.
One of the rarest of all rarities in the box score, the defensive dead ball rebound. So you'll see, when you look at a box score, you'll see a lot of the zeros and 0, like 4 or 5, because you've got to account for every missed shot and. Oh!
One of a rare missed bunnies there by Heston Robbins. Down low in the paint. Jones has it, dribbling between the legs. Now he's driving on Novotny, picks up his dribble. Going to try to finish anyways, but Poggi comes in and collects the rebound. Beach has it. Colin Wolf from the back end. He guards it. Pulling up from 3. Yes, sir! His 4th 3 of the night, John.
Quick math, that's 12 points.
Sanders trying to drive, but couldn't quite find anything. He gives it back out to Johnson. Little spin move, trying to finish off the glass. No good there. Poggi had it for a second, but Pugh just ripping it away from his hands. It finds its way back to Sanders as he drives. Going in on Robinson and able to finish high off the glass. Nice bucket there by Sanders, and Novotny dribbling and trying to kind of do the little underhand Patrick Mahomes shovel pass to
Robbins just was just wasn't ready for it.
And I think Coach Jones is kind of talking to the young man and kind of saying,
hey,
not every pass has to be so elaborate. You can hold on to it for just a little bit longer, let him get set and turn. And
on it, and I'm not gonna contradict Coach Jones, but I'm gonna pin equal blame on that on Robbins, because again, when you realize you've got numbers on the break like that, you've got to be aware of. Hello.
Hold that one, yes sir.
You've got to be aware that the pass could be coming at any second,
and especially when the ball's in number 23's hands. I mean, you'll see you get open before you actually get open at times. It is quite spectacular. Andrew Wilson doing a great job of planting the feet and drawing the offensive foul, and the Chieftains have just 8 seconds at counting to work with here before the buzzer goes off. For the 3rd quarter, Beach tried to put up a 3, but Davis was there to block it. It rolls out of bounds, and we're going to have 6/10 of a second.
Time for a catch and shoot.
Yeah, so as soon as the ball was in Beach's hands, we'd seen him pull up, have some buzzer-beating 3s in logo range before. We saw it in the first game of the season against Lewisburg, and I saw him. He got it, and he was pulling up, but Davis was right there to just swat it away with the big block. And
now he's close enough that he may not have to be concerned with the rafters getting in his way.
Yeah, and they're just going to inbound it, and that will do it here in the 3rd quarter. One more to go here in Shawnee Heights. Chieftains have the lead 42-36 against the Thunderbirds. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Wizard of Paws, located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome back here to Shawnee Heights High School in Tecumseh, Kansas. Dylan Funk alongside John Roshkow. We are ready to start the 4th quarter here. 42-36 in favor of the Chieftains, looking to close it out here and start the road trip back home with a W. Thunderbirds not able to finish on their opening possession.
And that ball just kind of hung out there. And
Rodney giving it to Poggi, and now he'll give it to Beach. He's taken on by Johnson. Novotny collects, trying to give it right back to Beach, but Showalter was ready for it. Showalter trying to finish himself and does. Good little shot there by Showalter, fading to the right, finishing with the right hand off the glass. And the lead is now 4 for Tonganoxie. Beach slinging it to Bond. He threatening the drive, instead giving it to Novotny for 3. No, just in and out. Nathan Pugh down low to collect, and now here come the Thunderbirds the other way. Showalter pulling it up. Just in and out himself, tipped around, falls on the hands of Poggi, and he'll give it to Beach. Poggi's wide open. I'll take it where he was wide open, at least. Isaiah Johnson doing a good job stepping in between that pass, poking it away, but Chieftains still able to recover. Beach driving baseline, slings it out to Poggi. Now driving again, getting it down low to Bond, spinning around, trying to go up and finish, but a foul is called, and he'll be going to the free throw line.
Personal foul on Brent Showalter, his first.
Going to be on Brent Showalter. That'll be his first foul. 4th team foul for Shawnee Heights as Dallas Bond is able to connect on his first free throw. Robbins and Wilson coming back into the ball game, taking out Novotny and Brown. Bond looking to finish up the free throw line here, and does. Was it just me, John, or did he not do his typical step up, jump shot, free throw?
I was unfortunately peeking down at my phone and I didn't see it, but again.
Sorry, and I was looking at the scoreboard.
Whatever he did, it worked, so.
Yeah, just keep it going. Showalter again. And no good
hard
there.
Off the right side of the iron and out. And referee's going to be calling Poggi and Nathan Pugh together to kind of tell them to chill out a little bit. Apparently some, as we call in soccer, handbags under the rim there, and referee saying, "Hey guys, I see you.
Just let him play. Let him play."
Again, that's one of those things that, again, great man management by the official here, just kind of calling both players together, saying, "Hey guys." Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Dallas
I
Bond.
think Dallas might have taken offense at me saying he doesn't have any handles as he tries to show him off there. And
Beach a little short on the 3 there. Johnson's able to beat him to the ball as he drives, giving it to Jones as he goes up, and he will be fouled.
Yeah, this is a Dallas Bond with a spin. That was the most
you?
unexpected spin move I think I've ever seen. And
who are you saying he doesn't have handles, JR?
Thank you for proving me wrong. Not going to lie, I still feel more comfortable with Beach or Novotny bringing it up court, or Poggi, but
fair point.
You know.
Jay Johnson at the line, not able to finish, but Showalter is able to collect. Gets denied by Robbins.
Block.
Finds its way down to Davis.
And
Wilson's not going to get the whistle on that one, even though he should have. Nevertheless, third chance still can't quite collect. That time's got to be a foul on Davis, and I believe it is.
I'll say
we got Chieftains.
Wilson took an elbow to the face. It looked like, or the upper, at least the upper body.
Foul is on Harvey Davis. That's his 3rd of the ball game. And light press again here by the Thunderbirds. Wilson dribbling through as he gives it to Poggi. Swinging it around. Wilson's going to try again from 3-point range. Just a little short on the iron there as it falls into the lap of Dodge as he gives it to Showalter. Now back out to Dodge. He'll drive. Wilson now giving it to Davis. Back out on the wing. Rants. A little too much mustard on that one as he kind of claps his hands together and a little frustrated with that shot there. There's Robbins now driving in and finishing off the glass.
The lane opened up, defense parted like the Red Sea, and he's like, thank you.
Absolutely, and another timeout here
Full
by
timeout.
Shawnee Heights. Full timeout. We'll go ahead and take that with them. Chieftains are starting to pull away with this one, 46-38. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Welcome back here to Shawnee Heights High School. That last timeout was called by Coach Jones of Tonganoxie, not by Shawnee Heights. My apologies on that. Dylan Funk alongside John Washko, where you're bringing you the final action here of tonight's doubleheader. Thunderbirds taking the win in the girls' game, and the Tongi boys are looking to put this game on ice and call it a 1-1 split for tonight's doubleheader. And again, with the win tonight, not only would the Chieftains be extending their winning streak and be, keep riding that hot wave of momentum they've got, they'll also get a little bit of revenge as Shawnee Heights got the better of them back in December, 58-52. Davis, he's thinking about it. He'll drive. I believe he shuffled the feet just a little bit before he put the ball on the ground, and he did. And the turnover will put it back in possession of the Chieftains. Wilson inbounding it to Poggi. He's looking for help. He gives it to Beach, who collects, bringing it fast and furious. Poggi thought about the three and said he'll dribble in. Try to get it down low to Robbins, but Jones was right there to swipe it away. Outlet up to Davis, and he gives it back to Pugh, and he'll drive right by Dallas Bond and get the easy layup. The lead is now 6. Here come the Thunderbirds with the press again. Beach has it. Time is ticking here. And just not able to cross the timeline before the 10-second count. Kind of a rare little hiccup there by the Chieftains. We haven't seen that too many times this year, John.
Definitely not on the boys' side. Part of me is surprised that Coach Jones didn't call the timeout to bail out. But again, with the 6-point lead, you want to kind of preserve those last 2 timeouts for closing minutes. And again, it wasn't that far.
Yeah, it was literally a half second, half step maybe. Beach was coming right up to the timeline, but the official's whistle blew. And he calls it 10 seconds. Davis now has it underneath as he goes up. Foul and count it! Well, don't look now, because here come the Thunderbirds as they're not going so quietly into that evening. Or however that saying goes.
Don't go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light.
There you go. Your Scholars Bowl over here. Nerd. I'm just joking.
Hey, proud of it.
Joking. I just started college the other day, my second semester at KU, and I have read so much. My eyes just want to bleed.
That's one of the things I'm glad not to be in school any longer, and
I'll be looking forward to that too, partner. Wilson has this. He gives it down to Beach. Beach again trying to give it to Robbins, but it was a good save down low by Johnson. It ended up in Beach's hands. Wasn't able to finish on the bunny down low, and three-pointer, no good. I don't know if that
nothing
was
but
tipped
baseline.
Or.
And I think that one was was short all the way. And now, what's really going to blow your mind is I have not actually read the poem that comes from. My knowledge of that line comes from a rather odd source. Rodney Dangerfield in Back to School.
Davis almost coming away with the steal, but Ritt is right there to collect. And Dodge hitting the three. It is a 1-point lead here for the Chieftains. We definitely still have a ball game here in Tecumseh, Kansas.
And now's the time to see whether Tonganoxie adjusted after the first matchup of the season, as we talked about the Chieftains needing to finish.
Personal foul on Nate Kelly, that's his fifth, team sixth.
Wow.
Oh, and Nathan Pugh, that will be his fifth foul, so he is out of the ball game, and definitely not something that Coach Darding was wanting to deal with tonight, but he will have to roll with the punches as number 21, Braden Ginter, comes in to the ball game, taking his place, and he will take on Wilson down low in the paint. Beach has it right now. Taken on by Rance. Finding Beach. Huge three here. And he connects. Just exactly what the doctor ordered for the Chieftains, and the lead is back out to 4. Johnson now driving. Foul will be on the court. No shooting foul.
Personal foul on Riley Beach. That's his second.
They're calling that foul on Riley Beach. That'll be his second.
Chieftains with a couple fouls to give. The next foul by Shawnee Heights will put Tonganoxie in the bonus.
An easy pass in down low, and I don't know about that one. I don't know. That looked like
Robbins got a little bit of the left hand of Johnson going up. Again, right hand on the ball for Robbins, but the left hand on Johnson's left, and
Johnson connects on his first free throw, taking the lead now down to 3. And short off the front here, but Davis is right there to collect. It is now back down to a 1-point lead for Tonganoxie. Beach starting to feel the pressure. Dribbling out of it, but can't just quite get out. Davis now has it, going up, cannot finish. Now the Chieftains have numbers. Darding is stopping his feet. He cannot believe it. Novotny for 3. No good. Rebounded down low by Poggi. Going back up with it. Can't quite finish, but he'll be going to the free throw line.
And that was just, again, great positioning by Heston Robbins, just getting down there, getting in Johnson, or getting in Davis's head, just kind of like, hey, I'm here. I'm not going to foul you, but you're going to have to get around me to make the shot. And
Poggi makes his first free throw. While he was shooting free throw for a shooting foul, with that last foul, the Thunderbirds have put the Chieftains in the 1-and-1 bonus. That is something to keep in mind as we're coming down to the final 1:49 left here in the ball game. Poggi hit an iron on the second one. It stays a 2-point game. Thunderbirds could take the lead here on this possession as Johnson drives in, giving it back out to Dodge. Can't quite finish that time. Good rebound down low by Robbins.
And again, Robbins got to be cruising in on his second double-double in as many contests.
3-on-1 Chieftains. Novotny has it at the wing. Pump fakes. Slinging it to Beach. The dagger. Yes, sir. Huge three-pointer there by Riley Beach.
And you cannot give a shooter like Riley Beach that much time to set up.
And if you haven't already, Beach family, I know you're here in the parking lot. Text THS to that number we showed earlier. I'll throw it back up here on the screen for you.
816-406-0051.
That's going to be the next phone number I got to get memorized here.
Sorry, I will catch up with the action. I was trying to sneak over and get that sent so I can have it. Your request has been received. We're processing your cool play. And there it is. 2 seconds. A 2-second turnaround on that.
In a place where we don't get great service either, so.
Now, we're going to, I got the link. Now, download? Nah, probably not so much. Of course, I'm also betting that somebody's already beat me to that text, and that's why it's already popped up. And
very well.
Poggi knocks them both down, making it a 7-point lead.
Yep, huge free throws there by the Chieftains as they're starting to really pull away with this game. Under a minute now for the Thunderbirds if they want to make a comeback. Davis goes up. He was fouled by Robbins, and he'll be going to the free throw line. And now puts the Chieftains over the limit. That's their 7th foul, so Shawnee Heights will be in the 1-1 bonus for the final 57 seconds of the ball game. That was Heston Robbins' 3rd foul as Davis able to connect on his first. Looking to make it a 5-point ball game here. And he's able to rattle it home. Coach Darding's going to take a quick timeout here. It is a full timeout. We will go ahead and take that with them. We are coming down to the final wire here in Shawnee Heights. Chieftains have the lead 55-50. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
And welcome back here to Shawnee Heights as my partner is holding up the phone, and this is exactly when you text THS to that number. This is the little snippet that it sends you, as you can relive that big 3 there by Riley Beach late here in the 4th over and over and over again. You can keep it for a keepsake highlight. You can send it to any colleges that might be interested in your son or daughter whenever they make that huge play. You can send them and say, hey, add this to the highlight reel.
Again, with our emphatic exclamation point on top of that, and again, this now this game, this is feeling a lot more like the meeting between the teams down in December, where Chieftains were trailing a little bit, kind of had to foul. Now Shawnee Heights is in that position, and we'll see if Tongi's able to adjust and make the free throws.
And Beach, a rare miss there at the free throw line.
As soon as I say, I'll just shut up.
Now Dodge has it. He made the big free earlier for the Thunderbirds. He gives it to Davis. He's going to try to drive in, and another foul is going to be called on Heston Robbins down low. That will be his 4th.
Again, Robbins going for the block there. Not quite in position.
Huge free throws here coming up for Harvey Davis. With the pucker level being really high there, he is short on his first one. Jaron Sanders is checking into the ball game for Shawnee Heights, taking out Braden Ginter, excuse me. Davis looking to salvage, and he does. Good pass to Novotny, and finding Robbins open down low, and that could do it right there, John.
And great work by the Chieftains to break the press there, keep the ball moving so that the Thunderbirds weren't able to foul. And
Johnson driving, taking it himself and able to finish, bringing it back to a 4-point lead.
Another full timeout call by Shawnee Heights as we are under a minute to go. And
I guess we will go ahead and take that with them then. We got 29 seconds left, 53-57 in favor of the Chieftains. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Welcome back here to Shawnee Heights High School, 57-53 Chieftains. A second, under 30 seconds left here to go in the fourth quarter. Wilson is going to inbound it here. Definitely got to make a smart pass here. Don't want to make a silly turnover and give the Thunderbirds light as he's able to get it right into Robbins. His foot was right there at the baseline as he passed it back, but nothing was called, and the Chieftains will be going back to the free throw line. And that was the last foul the Thunderbirds could give. So now for the remainder of this ball game, the Chieftains will be in the double bonus. And Beach could put the game on ice here with a pair of free throws. Able to finish on his first one.
There we go.
Coming away with the steal and the easy finish down low for Poggi. Game, set, match. Chieftains have the 8-point lead. Dodge pulling up again, no good. Taken in by Poggi. And that will do it here in Shawnee Heights as they give it to Novotny. He will just hold on to it. Chieftains get revenge against the Thunderbirds. Keeping the winning streak going, 61-53. They come out victorious tonight. That's going to be a fun bus ride back to Tonganoxie.
Absolutely. Again, great finish by the Chieftains. Again, making the adjustments from the game back in December, finishing out the ball game, hitting the free throws when they need to, keeping the high pressure defense, and again, full credit to Riley Beach there. Again, great. A lot of good baskets down the stretch, but I think the play of the game is that steal down there with 20 seconds to go. And
again, I'll put this up here. You text the HS 816-406-0051, and
unfortunately, some idiot wasn't paying as close attention, so it's gonna. Anyway, I'll be better.
Well, you told you told on yourself, so
I will fully admit that one's on me. But anyway.
We want to go break? Or, okay, we'll go ahead and we'll take one last break here. We'll be right back with the SNS Body postgame show. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
All right, the post-game show tonight is brought to you by S&S Body Shop. Since 1972, S&S Body Shop has been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto, body, and repair work. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. And yeah, we are back here. It is not overtime. This is the post-game show, and yes, we are here to scare your rats away.
Again, one of the benefits of having the close quarters is being able to turn the camera around and kind of give you guys a picture of the folks that have brought you tonight's doubleheader. Again, it's been a pleasure throughout the entire season, and
Absolutely.
Again, it's great to finish out on the strong run for Tonganoxie on the guys' side. Again, kind of a tough loss for the girls, but again, I have full confidence that Coach Loomis will get his squad, get the little kinks worked out and finish out the season strong. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw a great finish here by the boys, getting it done after losing earlier in the season to the Thunderbirds, getting it done tonight, 61-53. They didn't make it easy on us. They kind of made it very close there towards the end, but nevertheless, we saw that big three from Riley Beach, and then he made the free throws, and then he got the huge steal, and Poggi was able to finish it with the easy layup, and that eventually put the game on ice. So winning streak is going nice and smooth. For the Tonganoxie Chieftains, as we talked about, coming out of the Tong Invitational Tournament, dropping that first-round game to Holton, and then finishing with 2 wins there against Eudora and Wamego, and going into a second half of the schedule that is pretty rough, but they are off to a great start.
Absolutely. And again, great work by Coach Jones, kind of keeping his squad motivated, kind of, corralling the guys after that little bit of a slow start tonight, but, again, getting them to pick things up and not lose faith, not lose confidence, not lose the swagger that belongs to a team coming in on a 3-game win streak. And, again, the Chieftains control late, finish, do exactly what we were hoping they were going to do, again, setting the guys up for a great run, and excited to see what happens on Friday night.
Yep, that's exactly. And Friday night we will be – are we back at home?
We are at home against Bonner Springs.
Bonner Springs should be a good matchup.
Rematch on the girls' side as Tongi faced Bonner in the 7th-place game of the Tonganoxie Invitational and ran out 20-point winners. So, again, that'll be a good opportunity for Coach Loomis' squad to kind of shake off the rust and kind of get back to it. It'll be interesting to see how the boys handle Bonner Springs squad that it has looked threatening in a couple of their games. But
definitely.
Anyway.
But they got a great squad up there at Bonner. Should be a great game on both sides and a great start to a very busy weekend to a lot of people here in Kansas City. As of course, we're all looking ahead to Sunday. We want to get to the Super Bowl, right? But let's get Friday's game in against Bonner.
Absolutely.
Get that in first, and then we can set sail to Tampa. So,
absolutely.
Alongside John Washcobb, I'm Dylan Funk, and on behalf of all of us here at the Harris Media Services, good night. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you on Friday.
Sounds good.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, S&S Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.